We have all heard the stories. A sage loses his temper, sprinkles some water, and utters words that change destiny forever. In Indian mythology, a shrap, that is a curse, is portrayed as an irreversible spiritual weapon. But as we move further into the 21st century, a fascinating question arises. Were these truly supernatural manifestations? Or were our ancestors using mythology to explain complex biological, psychological, or environmental phenomena? Today, we are stripping away the folklore to look at the science of curses. Is there a logical skeleton beneath the skin of these ancient mysteries? Let's find out. Many curses in the Puranas didn't just affect one person, they followed a bloodline. Take the curse on the Yadu dynasty or the descendants of Parikshit. Now the scientific angle. Modern science calls this epigenetics. Research shows that extreme trauma or environmental stress can leave chemical marks on our genes. These marks don't change the DNA sequence, but they change how our body reads that DNA. And these changes can be passed down for generations. Could a curse actually be an observation of hereditary diseases or the long-term biological impact of a traumatic event? The power of words. We now know the nocebo effect. If a person firmly believes they are doomed by a powerful authority figure, their brain can trigger extreme cortisol spikes, weakening the immune system and potentially leading to organ failure or accidental deaths caused by lack of focus. Often, curses are attached to physical locations. Anyone who enters this chamber will perish. The scientific angle behind this. Before modern ventilation and chemistry, ancient builders used natural deterrents to protect sacred or royal sites. Biowarfare. Ancient walls often contained dormant spores of fungi like Aspergillus flavus or toxic molds. When a Tomb Raider broke the seal, they inhaled these spores, leading to respiratory failure days later. To the public, it looked like a curse. Mercury and lead. Many ancient Indian idols and sealed rooms used heavy metals for preservation. Long-term exposure or skin contact leads to hallucinations, madness, and eventual death. Symptoms perfectly aligned with being cursed by a deity. Some of the most famous curses, like those in the Mahabharata, were timed with celestial events. Sages often cursed that a kingdom would fall when the sun is swallowed by darkness or stars fall from the sky. The logical reason? Ancient scholars were master astronomers. They could calculate eclipses and meteor showers centuries in advance. The predictive curse. If a scientist today predicts a massive earthquake due to tectonic shift and it happens, we call it geology. If an ancient sage predicted a natural disaster based on planetary cycles, and framed it as a curse for moral corruption, the people of that time saw it as divine intervention. It wasn't that the curse caused the disaster. The disaster was a predictable natural cycle used as a tool for social and moral governance. So, were curses real? If you define a curse as magic, science remains skeptical. But if you define a curse as a combination of psychological suggestion, genetic inheritance, environmental toxins, and astronomical cycles, then yes, they were very real. The ancients didn't have the vocabulary of microbiology or epigenetics, so they used the language of Shrap to warn people against breaking social codes or entering dangerous environments. The bottom line is, the mystery isn't that the magic existed, but that our ancestors understood the consequences of human action so deeply that they encoded it into stories that would survive for thousands of years. What do you think? Is there a curse you have heard of that defies all logic? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that bell icon. No curses involved, just pure science.